The Southern African Alcohol Policy Alliance is pushing for stricter regulation of trading hours for alcohol this festive season. COVID-19 infections are on the rise, raising concern about what will happen, especially as larger groups of people drink this holiday period. So just this afternoon, then, you may have heard at the bottom of the screen right now, in fact, the Health Ministry confirming outbreaks of COVID-19 at 4 rage events, mostly attended by grade 12 pupils who are celebrating the end of the school year. Maurice Smithers is with the Southern African Alcohol Policy Alliance. He joins us now by Skype from Johannesburg. Maurice, a very good evening to you. Thank you so much for your time. So this news then from the Health Department, I would imagine, about the outbreak of COVID-19 from rage events where we know a fair bit of drinking goes on, speaks to your point, doesn't it?
Absolutely. In fact, we're quite astonished because in the statement, which we actually got earlier on this afternoon from the Ministry of Health with regard to the rage, what we found quite extraordinary was that in the statement, it said the Rage 2020 events, which we have been advised are hosted annually to celebrate the end of matriculation. We find that's quite extraordinary because about 3 or 4 weeks ago already, there were calls, not by us, but by others, for the rage events to not be permitted to take place because of this very problem. Because the way the rage thing works is that, students go down, say, to Durban or to KwaZulu-Natal or wherever they go to, and there's an arrangement that the organizers have with a number of venues, and the students spend time moving from one venue to the other across the 2 or 3 days, and maybe 3 or 4 venues per night. So it was quite clear that it was going to be a potential super spreader event, and we just found it extraordinary that government didn't consider not allowing them to happen this year, but also that in their letter they claim they have just been advised that these things happen every year. And now our concern is that it's going to get worse because the entire festive season is going to be full of these kinds of super spreader events as people celebrate around Day of Reconciliation, around Christmas and around New Year.
And I'm glad you mentioned those specific dates because part of your proposal in the tightening of regulations around the sale of alcohol and the distribution thereof is to target exactly that, specific dates in December where we know people are bound to gather and that alcohol, a lot of alcohol, will be shared.
Yeah, so what we're suggesting is that, and it's important that people understand that this is in line with global efforts to get rid of,
Maurice, are you still there?